Hello, good morning. We're not off to the best start today. I kind of wanted to really try and embrace the Australian lifestyle of getting up early every day, being up, active. So I booked a Pilates class, not even for that early, for 8 a.m. I was like, I'll ease into it a little bit, as I'm not a morning person at all. So this week might be a little bit of a struggle if I'm like, I don't know, I basically was like, I'm going to try and book something every single day in the morning. It's going to encourage me to like get up early, seize the day. We're running late, so I don't know if they're going to let me into this class or not. If they don't, it's fine. I mean, it's literally right up the head at the end of this street. So I think I might be okay. But I already feel better being up and out of the house, even if it just got me up to go to a class that I can't get into. I honestly do think that waking up early would solve a lot of my life problems. I don't want to say it would solve all of my life problems because that's quite dramatic, but that's where my head's going. Also acting like it's super early. I mean, it's 9:20 and honestly it feels like the middle of the day right now. Like the sun is fully out, there's so many people just out and about, walking around, living their lives. I feel like it's a good opportunity when you're just away to like set and establish new routines and like figure out different things that you want to implement into your life. And that's kind of like what this trip has been for me, to be honest. Can I please get the blueberry iced matcha? Thank you. Just regular is fine, thank you. Great, thank you.
If you come inside, the girls can help you.
Thank you. Before we head back to get ready for the rest of the day, I had to take you to get my favourite matcha. It's a little bit of an obsession at this point. I need like a loyalty card or something. I don't know what they are putting in this, but it is something so addictive that makes me want to go back every single day. I've been getting the strawberry one, I'll be honest, the past couple of days, so I wanted to mix it up and go for the blueberry. It's still kind of technically winter in Australia, so it is like a little bit cold and windy, but during the day, especially when the sun's out, it can be really, really hot. Okay, let's give it a little try. Oh, it's so good. Honestly, I think it's probably just like the amount of sugar that's in there is what's making it so addictive. I think I prefer the strawberry though. I think strawberry is like my top one. Hello, it is the next day. We are currently sitting in the park, as you can see. Well, is it the park? We have the beach in front of us and we're just on this little green area. There's so many different places in Sydney to just... Oh my god, that is!
It's an actual parrot. It's literally multicolored.
What do you say to like call a parrot?
Does parrot want a cracker?
You can see it's like very colourful in the bush there, but I don't know if it's gonna make itself known to us again. Maybe it's just setting up camp like we are. It's decided it's going to perch there for the rest of the afternoon, and we are going to perch here on this blanket for the rest of the afternoon. Yeah, there's so many like green spaces in Sydney that people just sort of sit and read and have picnics, and we thought we'd join in the hype today. I've got a burrito. Gary's got a little bowl. Good?
Yeah, we've had this quite a few times now, haven't we? It's basically the Australian Chipotle.
It's our go-to, yeah, we have
Yes.
to admit. I actually, in my mind, when I think picnic, like I was saying to Gary, oh, we should go and have a picnic. I'm thinking we go to the store, we get like fruit and maybe sandwiches and like little picky bits and like olives and maybe a bit of cheese and I don't know. Gary's
I
like,
mean, that sounds great if you want to organise
that's
it.
that's what a picnic is to me. Gary's like, oh, should we get GYG? Like, sure, this works too. Anyway, I have some explaining to do because I did not get up early this morning. Today was a fail. Was planning on coming down here to watch the sunrise. Didn't happen. We'll try again tomorrow. I don't know. It's just been like one of those days, but whatever.
Yeah, but also the sunrise is really early here. I think sunrise is at 5:30 or 5:45. So
Yeah, I just basically kind of hate myself when when I tell myself that I want to do something and then I don't do it. I'm like so hard on myself and I let it like derail my whole day. So if I've said to myself, I'm going to get up and watch the sunrise and then I don't do that, but I still woke up. I was awake at like 6 a.m. but it wasn't what I initially set out to do. I just give myself such a hard time about it. I don't know. It's like a mental battle that then it just derails everything. And then basically we've had like a little bit of a situation. I'm not going to say what the situation is because I'm not going to jinx anything. Nothing bad at all, but it's just one of those things that's like taking up a lot of our brain space and we're spending a lot of energy and time thinking about it, talking about it. It's been like irritating us a little bit. Yeah. So then it's like we feel a little bit drained by that. Anyway, it's just one of those situations that's like lingering. You know, when something's just lingering in the back of your mind and you can't like, it's like all you're thinking about. That's what's happening. We've come out today, this afternoon, to just enjoy the rest of the day. It's like 2:30 p.m. Not really done much today. I'm going to enjoy the burrito and then I'm going to read this book, Shatter Me. I need to give you updates on this because if you watched the last vlog, I found this in the thrift store. Do you remember? We went to a thrift store and I found this. It was for free and it's like completely annotated. I think they put it in the free section because they thought, who would want this? Someone's literally written all over it. Like every single page, I have got like in-depth thoughts and opinions and predictions.
do you agree with the opinions so far?
Yeah, I agree with, well, I feel like she writes like predictions kind of what she thinks is going to happen. Do you know what I mean? She'll be like, oh my God. Anyway, it's really cool because it feels like I'm reading it with a friend and that's fun. Okay, I need to eat.
Yeah. About that.
What?
Completed it.
Oh, you've already eaten. It's 5:45. We're up, ready, barely. Let's go watch the sunrise. The morning air is very brisk.
Crisp.
It's very crisp. It's very refreshing actually. This is waking me up, but I'm not gonna lie, it's literally like broad daylight already. What's going on?
Not that.
It is, it feels like it's like the middle of the day.
I also think because
It's bright.
because there's like no cloud. I don't
Yeah.
think you're going to get any of those cool like colours, or maybe we've missed those.
I'm very baffled at the amount of people on the beach at this time in the morning. I'm so confused. They're not, these are not all surfers.
And legit, people in the sea, look, those are in bikinis. Like, I thought it was just surfers, but they're actually in. It's not even 6 a.m. yet.
You know when you've been online a bit too long, you've been scrolling a bit too hard and you find yourself comparing to every single other person that you're seeing
thinking that like everyone else has their life figured out and they've got everything together. Not gonna lie, getting up this morning and going down to the beach was like the in-person version of that. I could just feel myself like, it was honestly making me feel like bad about myself, and I'm trying not to be as negative. I do think that my mind like naturally kind of goes towards the negative self-talk and the kind of like you're not doing enough type mentality. And I felt myself going there this morning because I was like, wow, all these people have literally got together. Everyone is living their lives and I barely like rolled out of bed to get there. But anyway, we're gonna make a little matcha using some matcha I got from Japan actually, but I don't know, I don't really rate this one that much. It was really good when we had it in Japan, which is why we then wanted to buy it. But the actual powder, I don't know, maybe I'm not like doing it properly. I feel like you just have to use literally so much and then it just doesn't really taste that strong. It's almost like it's been, like it tastes a bit watered down, not like super pure matcha. I feel bad, do you want to go get some milk? I don't even think that's enough milk for one. It's not even enough milk for one. Should I just not even bother? Okay, false alarm, I couldn't make the matcha because I didn't have enough milk, but we've just had a turn of events and I've got a text message about the situation I was talking about yesterday, and we need to make a phone call. I don't know, I feel like it's going to be good news, but you never know. Okay, so the situation is still not resolved. I was thinking maybe that was going to be the resolve. And we could have like a weight lifting. Show goes on! Show goes on! Jenna?
Hi Jenna.
I got a matcha and a cold brew for Jenna. I was like, oh, is it Jennifer? And she was like, no, it's Jenna. Right? That's what you ordered. And I was like, okay. Look, I tried to be good. I tried to just make it at home and not get a matcha out every single day, but
Does the one at home come with this?
no. This is what the universe wanted, okay?
A sugar hit.
Yeah. It's basically just pure sugar. I like to get a taste of just pure strawberry jam first, then mix it in, you know?
Why not? And?
Very jammy. Then you got to give it a little mixeroo. Yeah, delicious. Good morning. Another morning of just waking up, throwing on some clothes and getting out the house as quick as possible in the spirit of trying to book things in the morning to like keep me accountable to getting up. Today we're going to Barry's bootcamp. I've actually never been to a Barry's bootcamp before, but I was thinking if I like it, then maybe I'd want to get like a membership or something in LA. I don't know. I'm thinking like way too ahead of myself here. Let's just go to the class, see how it is. Then we're probably going to grab some breakfast after at this place we've been dying to go back to. And then we'll see where the rest of the day takes us.
Welcome to Barry's.
This is a house blend bread.
Decided to go for a chicken toasty fritters and we're gonna share. Great Barry's class, great food, feeling good, good start to the day. We'd really been looking forward to going back to that single O and it did not disappoint. Delicious. I feel like someone's having a party or something here. It's kind of early for all this commotion to be going on.
Hey, it's a Friday, isn't it? Half day Friday?
It's Friday.
It's 10 a.m.
It's 10 a.m. The class was really good. I think all the things that Gary liked about it were some of the things that I didn't love about it. Not that I didn't love it, like I did think it was really good, but I wasn't so sure on the like pitch black room. I was like a bit scared I was gonna like trip over or
It wasn't
like
pitch black. It was like
it was
red,
it was
a bit
dark.
red, it was
You got better eyesight than me. I
I
was
quite
like,
like that though, because then you
I
can
could barely
just,
see anything.
you can just focus on what you're doing. Other people
Yeah,
and
that's
something
quite
like that.
nice.
The lights were changing with the music as well, which I thought was pretty cool. And then like when there was like a high intense part, it'd be like red, and you'd be like, yeah. I mean, it's like
See, it would go red. I'd be like, oh my god, what's going on?
yeah, because you listen to I don't know Taylor Swift or something, which is not very motivating.
I need a
Whereas-
Taylor Swift Barry's class.
I liked it.
That would be good. Because it's like half running and half like strength training. Wasn't 100% sure like how that was going to work, but it was really, really good. I definitely would go again. I'm basically just trying to find things in the morning that are incentivizing and like exciting enough for me to like get out of bed for and like want to get up and go, so I feel really good. And I think like running and training for like a marathon or a half marathon has been like really good for me for that, but also like I haven't been training for anything in a long time, and I'm not training for anything at the moment. I haven't been running, I honestly haven't been for a run in ages. I think we should go for a run tomorrow though.
You haven't been for a run in Sydney.
I'm gonna go for a run tomorrow.
You haven't, have you?
We're gonna go to the park run
Are we?
tomorrow. Why not?
Where is it?
It's in Centennial Park. Hello, good morning. I am just getting ready to go to the farmers market, but I don't know if you are able to tell, but I feel like this week I've just been in such a funny mood. It's actually been probably the past like 2 weeks. I used to look at other creators that create like daily content or weekly content and just wonder like how are they able to feel like good in all of their videos and like make like positive and like uplifting videos consistently. I'm like, do you not have a bad day? Do you not have a bad week? Like, what is going on? I wouldn't say it's been a bad week. I think just every now and then we just get in a bit of a funny mood, and that's totally normal. I feel like I'm gonna maybe look back on this video this time in my life and just be like, just enjoy it, like just have fun, like don't worry about things, like take the pressure off. But the truth is like that's not always how you feel in the moment, and this is nothing like bad. I think I'm like making it more dramatic than it needs to be, or maybe I'm not, like that maybe that just is how I feel, who knows. So transparently, I think I'm just kind of over traveling and like being away from home. I do think that we decided to stay put in Sydney for a bit too long, that it's just becoming, and not that there's not like lots of incredible different things to do here, but we booked this specific Airbnb for 5 weeks, and I don't know, I'd say like we kind of were a bit fed up with it after like 2 weeks, but then that wasn't even halfway through, so we still have had a while to go, and we've been thinking about like maybe we would want to go to somewhere else, but then we've paid for this Airbnb for the whole time, so we want to make the most of it. But maybe we should have picked like a different location in Sydney. Bondi has been really cool and there's a lot to do here, but it's also like a bit quite far away from the rest of the city. I think we underestimated just how big Sydney is. So then being in Bondi like slightly makes me feel a little bit trapped, because it's just not as easy to get to other places. You can take public transport, but we're not like super close to the train. Whenever I put this on, it makes me look so pale. Like I look so white, and then I think it like kind of fades into your skin or soaks into your skin, and the white cast kind of goes away. I don't want to be like complaining about things, but the Airbnb is also quite small and very dark. This room is actually very bright, but this is like not even like a real room. It literally just has a desk in to do makeup, but like the bedroom, the living room, the kitchen, it's all very dark. And I think like the idea of staying in an Airbnb like sounds really cool, and I thought so too, and like when you're looking at the pictures and stuff, it looks amazing, but the pictures can be deceiving, you know, and sometimes things are just like, I don't know. Long story short, it's not really like that comfortable of a space, so then that's sort of like affecting my mood as well, because I feel like I have to get out, but then I'm limited to like where I can go around here, because if I want to go out anywhere else, I'm having to get the bus, the train, all the things. Then the other thing that is kind of disrupting my flow, my mood, I don't know, is like this situation, which transparently is an apartment situation, a potential apartment that we kind of have to make a decision on if we want to sign the lease for it in LA, but we've never seen it. And that could be like a really incredible decision. It could be like the best decision ever, or it could be the worst decision ever. I don't know because I haven't seen it. I have to kind of just like go with my gut and go with like the information that I have and make like an educated decision on it. It seems like really, really perfect and that it would be really, really good. But of course, I'm just questioning things. I think it's normal to do that when it's like somewhere that I haven't seen and it is like quite a big decision that we're making. So anyway, that's the update. We're gonna go to the farmers market now and try to take my mind off some of these things, but it's just the one overstaying, like feeling like a little bit like we're overstaying our welcome or our time in Sydney, specifically kind of in this Airbnb in this area, and then also being a little bit unsure and apprehensive about decisions going forward with where I'm gonna live, which is a pretty big one, I'll be honest. But now you know, now you've caught up on what has kind of been going on in my mind this week. So I can make matcha, so I can have a second attempt of the matcha at home. This Airbnb actually came with a milk frother. The first time I tried to use it, I did make the mistake of trying to put like 2 cups worth. Don't do that. It's 1 cup at a time. I'm gonna make myself a hot matcha and then sit down to do some editing or just to do some work. I think that's probably another reason why I've just been feeling like a bit off, is because I just have no routine with working at the moment. So it just feels like everything's just a bit up in the air, a bit all over the place. I think I could really benefit from some structure. And I think that like traveling obviously is amazing and such a privilege to be able to travel. But I do sometimes think we need to have, or I need to anyway, have some purpose and direction and something like holding me accountable to actually like doing stuff. And when I'm kind of out of my like normal routine for so long, like the first couple of months, or like, yeah, I would say the first couple of months, like even when I was in Bali, I didn't really like feel this kind of like lost. I just feel a little bit lost. I think that's all it is. While we wait for the kettle to boil, I realized I didn't update you or show you the books that I purchased when I went into a little bookshop. So I finished this at the beach the other day. Absolutely loved this. I think reading an annotated copy just made the experience so much better. It was like the perfect mix of romance, fantasy, a bit of like mystery and intrigue. I think like the intriguing elements of it is what kept me like turning the page, because I was like, what is actually going on here? But not in a way that I was confused, in a way that I like just wanted to know more. Then I went into that bookstore and I purchased 3 books. I've just started reading this one, The Year of Magical Thinking. Oh my god, this is the most depressing, triggering book I think I've ever read. It was not what I was thinking it was going to be at all. I think this is probably also contributing to my mood being a bit funky, because what is going on in this book that is making so many people recommend it? Like, this is a really like highly regarded book about grief, okay? It's about Joan's experience in the first year after her husband passes away and her daughter gets put onto life support. I mean, already doesn't sound like a great plot. But I'd always been told that it was like, I'm just putting some hot water on my matcha and then I'm gonna whisk it. Where can we put this? Let me move this here. Okay. But I'd always been told that it was like a really good book to read, like about grief, if you're going through grief. I don't know, maybe I was being misled. But also the title of The Year of Magical Thinking, I was thinking it was gonna be like
maybe like quite profound, or she was going to have really like enlightening thoughts or ideas to share that had sort of like come to her in that first year after the passing of her husband. No, it does not. I'm 75% of the way through this. I don't think she has mentioned once what she actually thinks about the situation. She has mentioned nothing about how she feels about the grief, how she's coping with the grief. I know nothing. I know nothing about how she's coping with her grief, but I know a lot about all of these like nitty gritty specifics of like the passing and also of her daughter being on life support in hospital. I actually don't know what happens to the daughter. I'm not sure if she passes away too, maybe. I mean, I hope not. That would be even more traumatic reading. Oh my God, let's check out the milk in the little frother. My one thing with this milk frother is it seems to be very frothy. Like, I actually don't understand if I'm supposed to be doing something different. Oh my God, like all the froth is just stuck in there now. Maybe I'll do the matcha and then I'll scoop the froth onto the top. So I'm gonna, oh no, that filled it right to the top. The other two books I got, the one to follow this, I'm realizing maybe this was an error on my part too. This is a book, I believe, about like grooming. A girl being groomed when she was 15 years old, but her not realizing the problem with it. The first review on the back says addictively disturbing. Interesting. I don't know if this would be a great book to follow. I think I might need a bit of a like palate cleanser instead of going from like one traumatic thing to another. I did also get this book, which I don't actually get a lot of like self-help type, is it non-fiction? Fiction? Fiction. No, fiction is, I would get them mixed up. Non-fiction. I don't know, but I think this one kind of seemed interesting to me. It's called It's On Me, Embrace Hard Truths, Discover Yourself and Change Your Life. Because I think I do need some hard truths in my life. I think I explain away a lot of things. I don't really take accountability for the way that I feel in certain situations, in terms of like, I think also like the things I talked about in this video kind of maybe shows that I do let a lot of like external factors affect my mood every day, and maybe I need to take a bit of responsibility for that and for how I live, and not let so many other things like stop me from going after the things that I want to achieve in life. Anyway, okay, cheers. That's good.
We are ending the week with a little sunset situation at this like perfect sunset spot that we found about a 30-minute walk from our Airbnb. If you've watched the vlogs for a while, you'll know that we do this every single Sunday in LA. It's like just a nice little tradition that we have, and we honestly haven't kept up with it being away because we've been in different routines doing different things. This is what the sunset is looking like currently. I don't know if you can see, it might be quite bright. So we've got a little bit of time to kind of make it to the spot. We don't have any pizza on us though this week. That would have made it truly an LA tradition. Okay, so clearly we're not the only ones who know about the spot. It is very busy, but wait until you see the view. It's just like the most incredible place. There's people like setting up tables and like having parties and stuff. Look at that.
Yeah.
We're not going to get a front row spot like we did the other time we were here.
No.